Just thought I'd share some of my thoughts from yesterday's trip down to Southern California, where I had the real honor of getting to be a part of F the Pump's delivery of his Cybertruck. I think more than anything, what struck me was just how inspirational this vehicle is and how much fun it was to be a part of the delivery. There's so few things anymore that I think evoke a sense of wonder and awe and joy the way something like Cybertruck does. And to be there, it was like Christmas Day as a boy again. I always say that driving my Lightning brought back the joy of high school when I first had a car. And I think Cybertruck reminded me a lot of that pure, fun, joy reaction of getting such a transformative vehicle. And to see the reaction of Will and Marty and the friends all gathered around, it was like the birth of a child. And I know that's hyperbolic and over the top and crazy, but truly that was the energy. It was a lot of fun. And afterwards, we all went and had lunch, and there were these two kids at the McDonald's drive-thru that jump out of their car and come over to see it. And if you could hear the genuine enthusiasm and joy and wonder, it reminded me a lot of my own 9-year-old son. And I just thought it was cool. And, you know, the parents came driving around after they got their food, and the kids got to take pictures with it. And Will was so gracious and great. And it really struck me just how great and fun this vehicle is going to be. It's so different. It's so over the top. There's so many people that have never seen it, don't know what it is. And within our bubble, we're very familiar with it and all the intricacies. And so as we took delivery, the big group of us are going over with a fine-tooth comb every nook and cranny and opening it up and checking it out and looking under it and just making sure that Will got to see all the things that maybe needed to be just remedied at the end of the day. And that's the thing, is that no matter what little flaws Tesla may have during manufacturing, there is nothing short of like the space shuttle launch in the 80s that compares to what it's like to get delivery and see this vehicle. It's a ton of fun. It rides great. The handling was amazing. The way that you have such control, you see where you want to be, and then you are where you want to be. And whether that's from a steering perspective or from an acceleration perspective, it was a really different driving experience, and it was a whole lot of fun to see it. Now, that said, I'll tell you what, it also reinforced that for me, the Lightning is still my choice. It's still the one that fits me and my needs the best. There's just a few little things for me that I prefer. Things as simple as the grab handle right up here. Things like the running boards that I have. Things like the seat. I'm a big fluffy guy. That's my fault. I enjoy pizza and cheeseburgers a little too much. This seat fits me better. Little subtle things like the way my armrest is, and the buttons for the windows are right at my fingertips, exactly where I want them to be. And in the Cybertruck, they kind of live under your arm. Simple things like the center console, the way it sticks out a little bit further into the back seat area, and then the back seat itself didn't quite have the room that I'm used to in the Lightning. The Frunk, of course, I love big Frunks, and I cannot lie. I have a lot of fun with mine. It's a big thing for me and something that I appreciate. I think the Lucid Gravity is going to have another one of those cool Frunks. So for me, again, my personal preference, the ride to me is quieter in the Lightning and a little bit smoother. And none of that is a criticism of the Cybertruck. It is just different, and everybody has their preferences. And so that kind of strikes me as well, that I can look at this vehicle and be inspired by it and love it, and also still know that that's not going to be the purchase that I would make for my needs. So I think more than anything, I just wanted to share those thoughts. It is a phenomenal, fun vehicle. It is going to open people's eyes and get attention and get conversations around EVs. I think kids for sure have just this spark of joy, and I think that is something you're just not going to see or experience with any other vehicle. The Tesla community is, for the most part, fantastic. I receive odd hate sometimes, as though I'm not a Tesla supporter or a Tesla fan, which if you've ever seen the cabinet in my house, you would know is not true. It just happens to be that I also love my Lightning. So anyway, I thought I would share those thoughts on the day, and it was easier to say them than to type them. Let me know what you think. I'm excited for all of you guys to see and experience it. At the end of the day, my standpoint is always going to be to support the community and the movement, and I just hope you drive what you love. Have a great one, guys.